is just moments away. It's the Chargers and the Falcons, and it's all up next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota. To throw quickly, here's Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. From the red zone now, Mariota. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you.
Touchdown, Falcons! Richie James, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Williams brings it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 21 yards away. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Mariota, he's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Algier will try to pick it up. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Able to slither by. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Herbert. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch, touchdown! Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing again on second down. Mariota. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mariota to throw it. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Herbert on first down now. It's Williams on the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And again, Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer. 29 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And some room to work. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 75 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown of protection led to the block.
30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 23. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mariota. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another play with all reviews. first down throw for Mariota. Throws right back to London, complete again. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Mariota again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordell Patterson, 26 yards. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is a counter play, Eckler, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Big tackle for loss by D'Angelo Malone. Just an excellent play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. It's Eckler again. And some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 65 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Up the middle with Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at the 20. Now Mariota. Got a man, it's London. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. After the sack on 1st down, Mariota, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review
so
of the play,
overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They started on the ground with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 106 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert off of play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Eckler, they run left side. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Eckler now between the tackles. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 8 and a first down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. And they take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Mariota. Throw caught here by Bird. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. To the air again. Mariota. James has got it. Complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one in the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.